Hello fellow modelers, this is Ron's Trains and More, back with another video. I just thought I'd show you guys, I don't know, maybe a little bit of an update here of what I got going on. I said in my last video, when I did another video, it's going to have a layout build here, but I'm just having little problems with my Cato track. The track set I actually bought and have is the outer oval track set. And the curves are too wide for this layout, so I think I'm just going to build a whole new HO layout with all Cato track on it, or I'll get 18 radius Cato curves track if they make them. But I tell you, I really just been having fun with this switching layout here. I mean, this thing's awesome. It's a lot of fun. I'm thinking about just that. I've got actually got a long board. It's about 12 foot long board, maybe 2 foot wide, and get some more industries and switches and just add on to the switching layout, make it a longer run with a runaround track and everything, and some more industries to switch, and then it would be pretty awesome, I think. So it's either going to be a switching layout or I'm going to build a full layout, but I don't know, we'll see. Here in a few days, I'm actually going to be getting a Scaletrains C39-8 with ESU lock sound, DCC sound in it. I've been wanting one of those things ever since Scaletrains released those. Those things, I mean, they sound just like a GE starting up. That distinctive roar that the GE locomotives do. But man, Scaletrains, I'm telling you, they're on top right now. That company, they're going to go far. Their stuff, it's quality stuff. It runs good, sounds good. I mean, they sound just like the real thing. They're detailed. I mean, they're awesome locomotives. I've had some in N-scale. I had an ES44 in an S-scale trains, and it ran awesome. But I plan on getting a lot more of their stuff too. So this will be my first Scaletrains NS C39-8 I got coming. So I'll do a video on that whenever it gets here. But anyways, yeah, I'm thinking about, I may just end up keeping this switching layout and just make it longer. I don't know. Having a lot of fun with it. I see why a lot of you guys like switching layouts now. They're a whole lot of fun. They really are. I kind of wanted to show off some of my engines I detailed and weathered and everything here too. I just put Digitrax decoders in both of these locomotives. That SW1500 switcher right here, that's had a lot of work. I put sun details, associate sunshades on that. What that is, the shell on it, that's actually an Athearn older blue box shell. And the complete chassis, motor, drivetrain, everything that's under it is actually an Athearn, a newer ready to roll chassis with a DCC quick plug. Yeah, I got that body and I just kind of married the two together because I liked how the chassis looked on the ready to rolls. They're pretty detailed and everything. Plus they got the DCC quick plug, so that was cool. And I like how the old Norfolk Southern SW1500 switcher shells look. So turned out pretty good. I weathered it up, painted the exhaust stacks aluminum like the real one. It's got a detailed cab interior I put in there. Details West MU cables, speed recorder, and that little bit of a faint white you see on the side frames and the fuel tank. I actually do that with Testors, a bottle of Dull Coat that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I just take a paintbrush and wipe it on there and let it dry. And that's the best looking weathering job I've seen on HO scale truck side frames and fuel tanks. Because once it goes on kind of shiny, but once you let that Dull Coat dry, it turns to kind of a dull fade of a white. And it makes your trucks and fuel tanks just look awesome. So there's a little bit of a advice if you guys want to try it out. But yeah, that thing, man, it turned out awesome. Put a little bit of white leather weathering on the pilots there. Pretty nice looking locomotive. I was actually thinking about replacing those metal Athearn handrails right there. It does have a plastic one on the back because I couldn't find the original Athearn one, so I made that and put on there. But man, I love how that thing turned out. And it runs perfect. It runs just like a Cato locomotive, or Cato, tomato, however you want to say it. I don't know, but they're great engines. Ready to roll. Athearn stuff's awesome. And then I did this one right here. This is a Cato. This is a high hood SD45 that I did custom. It's actually more detailed than the other one. It's got details west eye bolts with the uncoupling levers on there. I've got MU cables on there, drop steps, MU stands. It's got the high hood bell, Southern style high hood bell. I painted the couplers brown. Those are Katie, I think, whisker couplers, I'm not sure. I painted this and decaled it up, and it turned out absolutely perfect. One of my things I hate when I see paint jobs on a lot of this stuff is you can see the shiny decal film. Man, I can't have that. No. My decals have got to be melted in, to look just like the real one. So, what I do on them is I'll paint them up and let them dry for a couple days real good. Real good. Make sure they're dry at least a week. I give them about a week. And then I hit them with dull coat. Not a real heavy coat, just a light coat enough to dull them. And after you do that, go over the whole thing, the whole shell, decals and all. I've never had a problem with Krylon dull coat over these micro scale decals. And it just melts them right in. That looks just like a factory job. Be hard pressed to see any shininess from a decal on there. But yeah, I've been doing these things, painting them and detailing them for 30 years now probably, so I've gotten pretty good at it. Now I will say the weathering, I'm not perfect like on weathering, but I can do it pretty good. But yeah, it's safe to say I'm back into the prototype railroad modeling. So I like doing the prototype trains. They're a lot more fun, just like the real thing. Sound, DCC, weathering them up, painting them, detailing. That's my thing, man. I love doing that. And Norfolk Southern and Southern Railway, that's some of my favorite railroads to do. I plan on doing a Southern Railway NNS late 80s, 90s layout. That's what I'm wanting to do with coal mines and coal trains, maybe some road railers running and stuff like that. I'll get it done eventually though. But right now I've got my little switching layout here. Yeah, I did that Walters Water Street Freight Terminal there. That actually turned out good. I weathered it up a little. I put Woodland Scenics Just Plug lighting system LED lights in it. Those things are great. They got these little sticky pads. You can stick them like anywhere you want to. I got one in the large part there for right now, but I'm going to put some under the roof there and shine down on the dock. So that should look pretty cool. I need a little forklift though to glue on that dock. Would look cool. Let me move that box car out of the way. I couldn't remember if I showed this in my last video. Oh yeah, I just did this Western Pacific box car. That's actually an Athearn, I think. I'm pretty sure a blue box kit. Oh yeah, I painted those pallets up and glued in there. Looks pretty cool. I like it. I love stuff like that, man. Any detail you do to this stuff, it makes it that much more fun to run, look at. It just makes it more fun. I've got to have stuff weathered and detailed. And to me, it's a lot more fun that way. Realism, especially if you're into prototype modeling. I tried to rust that roof up a little bit there with one of those rust Woodland Scenics pins. I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, I detailed this thing up. I think it turned out pretty good. Those little red barrels, those actually came in the kit when I bought it. I just painted them flat red and chipped them up a little bit with an X-Acto knife, and they look pretty real. Weathered that dock up a little, put those little guys there. I didn't paint those, I bought them that way. Got some pallets on there, but looks pretty cool. But I do need a forklift for it and put those lights under it. I think what I'm going to do is either put Southern Railway or Norfolk Southern, like freight terminal, make a sign, and I'm going to put it on top, like maybe right here. I think it'll look cool. Maybe put a couple lights shining on it. But yeah, these switching layouts are fun. I see why everybody likes them now. I did this Southern boxcar up here. This thing is like one of my favorites. That thing is awesome. That's actually an Aether. I mean, I didn't paint it or anything, but I had a buddy of mine put new Intermountain wheel sets and stuff on it. I painted them with my rust paint pen, put ladders on it and everything, new KD couplers, and looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm sticking with this HO scale prototype modeling. I enjoy it, detailing them and all that. It's just a lot of fun. I actually did that Seaboard System trailer there too. I don't know if you guys can see that large dent in the top right there. I did that with a hot iron because I seen a real Seaboard trailer that kind of looked like that. I think it looks pretty awesome. I weathered it up a little bit, painted the wheels back there. Looks pretty cool. I always like those Seaboard System trailers. I don't know, it's something about the way they look, the logo and stuff. Used to see them come by here all the time on piggyback trains back in the day. I think I talked about that in my last video too. That's actually just an old Bachmann switch tower. Everything you see on there I painted and weathered, and it turned out awesome. Black on the roof. I painted all the tan and the green. I weathered it and turned out really good. Put that little man on the steps there. Shipped that pulpwood car up there. Got it looking pretty good. That's an old lifelock, I think, gondola. I put all that scrap in there and rested it up. Thought that would look cool. Now this is actually going to be a Southern Railway crane. I don't know who made this, but it's a really neat crane. It's pretty detailed, KD couplers and everything. It was a Denver and Rio Grande. Sorry, Rio Grande modelers, but I actually took that off. And I'm going to spray it black, and I've got the decals. I'm going to make a Southern Railway one out of it. I think Tennessee Valley's got a real one like it, but it'll be black with like the white Southern tuxedo type scheme on it. That's how they were. Put a little scrap pile right there. It looks kind of cool. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. You know, it's pretty fun. I made this frame the other day. It turned out pretty good. Got all my patches and stuff in there. Pretty neat. When stuff's behind glass like that, it looks so much better. Here's actually my Railroad Club's little flyer brochure thing they did. Yep, that's their layout there. They got a nice layout. I got a video on my channel, 1 or 2 videos back you guys can watch of it. Marable Model Railroad Club. They call it the East Tennessee and Marable Railroad. They've got a couple locomotives painted up with their road name. It's kind of neat. My Dash 940C top hat photo there with a semaphore. It's pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this. Just thought I'd show you guys the switching layout here and some of my detail work and stuff that I do. Well, maybe I'll give it a little bit of a run here a minute. I can't really turn the train around because I don't have a runaround track yet, but I'll have one soon. Either that or I'm just going to build a whole layout. But see if I can run this little switcher here for a minute. I just don't have that big of a run, you know. It's still kind of fun pulling cars in and out and things, you know. Actually, let me back on this Western Pacific box car here. Yeah, that engine right there, it runs just perfect. I think it coupled, I don't know. We'll find out here. Nope, it didn't. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I'll just couple it with the hand of God, as modelers say. But anyways, it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, just kind of tinkering with it here, trying to figure out how to build another layout and stuff here. But it's a lot of fun. I like these switching layouts. If I can make this thing bigger with more switches and stuff, it'll work out great. But anyways, this is Ron's Trains and More. I appreciate all y'all watching and subscribing. Enjoy the video. But this is Ron's Trains and More. Out.